St. John's? Like, what was he like?
Well, he was very, very handsome, very pleasant, very responsible, very much interested in helping the community. All around, he was a good person.
Tell me a little things about Ben Jones.
You know, I only knew Ben the last, I don't know, 5 years or so. That's when Maggie Thompson started coming again to this church here where we are having this interview at First Church in Orange. And Maggie got me involved with going to some activities that Ben was organizing because Ben continued to be politically active in Orange. He was getting people together to try to do some of the same things that he was doing, I think, back in the 1960s, long before I knew anything about what was going on. So we all got together and talked about the issues that Orange was facing. There was a mayor at the time, Mayor Hackett, I think, who had lots of problems. Eventually, I think he may be in jail now. And Ben was trying to get some of us together to talk about how Orange could come back and be better.
Ben Jones educated in housing. So what was that about?
Well, that was his campaign plan on which he ran for office. He was in office for 20 years, you know, and he was mainly responsible for the recreation programs for the town. And as a matter of fact, at one point we had 6 swimming pools, which he had built, more than any other comparable town.
Can you tell us some things about Ben Jones?
Well, Ben Jones was a great councilman. I can remember taking a youth group up to talk with him, and he sat down and gave us a whole hour of his time and really talked with the young people that were in the group.
Really happy to be here to honor him. And from my point of view, I hope we're also thinking of this as an event to honor Maggie as well, partly because she's 90, and even though she was never elected, as far as I know, to any position in Orange, she did a whole lot of work over many, many years with Ben and others sort of behind the scenes to try to, you know, every movement sort of needs people who aren't necessarily the politicians or the leaders, but people who help get the meetings to run and help things to happen. And, you know, I feel that, as far as I understand it, Maggie was always doing that along with Ben and others. So I hope that we're also doing this for her as well.
Well, my grandmother always used to take me to these meetings, and they're about CRG, like how we would fix up Orange and how we would like get the town to clean up the stuff. And it was just her, Karen Wells, Maggie, Ben Jones, and Keith.
That's good. So can you tell me what Maggie's like?
Well, she's a good person. She's been around for, I don't know, maybe 20 years. She helps the city out a lot. Like, she'll give fundraisers, or she'll give the city some money, like, to clean up the town.
It sounds like you had some very interesting things with Maggie. So how did you contribute? Can you tell me some, you know, things you did for the town?
Well, when I was six, I signed up for the youth cleaning, and like you would go around to like different schools or different communities, and you like help sweep up places. Like you help clean up the sidewalks or dust off any paint screwing, stuff like that.
I'll say this, that she's a great Unitarian Universalist, and I'm so proud to know her.
You ever met Maggie?
Tonight I met her. Now, Maggie, you mean the lady whose pictures are on the other side? Yes, yes. Tonight I met her.